The villagers often spoke in hushed whispers about the abandoned mansion at the edge of town. Its walls, stained with age and rot, loomed over the cursed land it sat upon. No one dared to enter, for those who had in the past were never seen again. Yet Hassan scoffed at their superstitions. He was a fearless young man, convinced that ghosts were nothing more than figments of weak minds. One evening, gathered around a flickering bonfire, his friends dared him to spend the night inside the mansion. Easy money, he laughed, accepting the challenge. With nothing but a flashlight and his pride, he marched towards the mansion, unaware that he was walking into the arms of something far beyond his understanding. As Hassan stepped inside, a wave of cold air washed over him. The air was thick, stale, and carried the faint scent of something rotten. The moment he crossed the threshold, the massive wooden door behind him slammed shut with a deafening thud. He spun around, expecting to see someone playing a prank on him, but he was alone. Brushing off the unease creeping up his spine, he moved forward. The floorboards groaned under his weight, but a second creak followed his own steps, too close, too precise. His breath hitched. A whisper slithered through the darkness, chilling and barely audible. "Leave, before it's too late." Hassan shook his head, chuckling nervously. "It's just my mind playing tricks on me," he muttered. Yet as he ventured deeper, the atmosphere grew heavier. A sudden movement caught his eye. A rocking chair in the corner swayed back and forth as if occupied by an unseen force. His flashlight flickered. He smacked it, cursing under his breath, but the dim beam barely illuminated the vast decaying hall. Then, from the corner of his vision, he saw it, a shadow, unnaturally tall, standing at the edge of the light. As soon as he turned to look, it vanished. Panic gnawed at Hassan's confidence. He decided he had seen enough and turned back toward the entrance. But no matter how many steps he took, the door only seemed to drift farther away. The hall stretched unnaturally, twisting in a way that defied logic. He broke into a run, his breath ragged. The whispers grew louder, now multiple voices chanting something he couldn't understand. Then, from the walls, a deep crimson liquid oozed downward, blood. He skidded to a stop, horror dawning upon him. A sudden, blood-curdling scream shattered the air. Hassan turned sharply, his flashlight trembling in his grip. Before him stood a woman, her face burned beyond recognition, skin peeling, eyes glowing with malice. Her twisted fingers, ending in razor-sharp nails, twitched as she raised a hand toward him. "Now, you will stay with me." "Forever," she whispered. Hassan screamed, stumbling backward as she lunged toward him. The walls closed in, suffocating him in darkness. His flashlight died completely. His final thought before everything turned black was regret. He should have listened the next morning. The villagers found his lifeless body at the mansion's doorstep. His skin was charred, as if burned from the inside out. But the most horrifying part? His face was missing, torn away as though something had claimed it for itself. The mansion remained silent, yet the whispers never ceased. Every villager knew Hassan had joined the others. His soul was now a part of the curse, and on some nights, from the depths of the ruins, a scream still echoed in the dark. Days turned into weeks, and Hassan's story became yet another warning among the villagers. Some claimed to see his shadow lurking near the mansion's entrance, a faceless figure watching. Others swore they heard his voice, calling for help. One reckless traveler, intrigued by the legend, ventured near the mansion's gate at dusk. He never returned. The next morning, the villagers found something new. Another charred corpse, another face missing. The curse was far from over. Over the years, more curious souls tested their fate, each vanishing without a trace. The mansion, once merely a tale of fear, became a prison for wandering spirits. The villagers stopped speaking of it, refusing to acknowledge its presence, yet the whispers never stopped. Some nights they carried the voices of the lost, pleading, screaming, warning. The mansion was alive, feeding on fear and always waiting for its next victim. One fateful night, a group of teenagers dared to uncover the mansion's secrets. Armed with cameras and bravado, they crossed the threshold. Hours later, the villagers heard the chilling wails, but no one went to help. The next morning, the mansion's doorstep bore fresh bloodstains, No bodies were ever found, only the evidence of another sacrifice. The curse lived on, insatiable, eternal. As the years passed, the mansion remained, untouched and rotting, a testament to those who had disappeared within. On stormy nights, when the wind howled through its broken windows, a single voice could be heard, "Help me." And on those nights, the villagers bolted their doors and prayed they would not be. Please like, share, and subscribe to World of African Tales for interested stars.